Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a company, IntelliPulse, that's positioning itself as, well, the architect of the future.
That is a very bold claim.
It is. They're trying to commercialize some really foundational deep tech intellectual property.
Right, and so our mission today is pretty critical. We need to unpack the specifics of their technology, this dual business model they have, and really dig into their current ask.
Which is a big one.
A very big one. A $2.5 million seed round at an $18 million cap.
Okay, so let's understand the why first. Why is this tech even needed? They claim we're facing a dual crisis.
Exactly. They start with what they call the material wall.
The material wall.
Yeah. I mean, the sources point out that our most critical systems, think defense, energy, are still relying on materials from the 1980s.
The 80s? Really?
Uh-huh. And when these materials are put under extreme stress, like intense heat or corrosive conditions, they fail.
And that's not just an efficiency issue.
No, not at all. It directly compromises our national resilience. It's that simple.
Okay, so we have a hard tech problem, a physical limit. How does that connect to the second crisis, the digital one?
Well, that physical weakness is sort of mirrored on the digital side. That's the enterprise speed barrier.
Right, for the security operations centers, the SOCs.
Exactly. They're just overwhelmed. They're drowning in data. Most competitors are using what you'd call reactive ML. It's always a step behind.
So they're always cleaning up a mess instead of preventing it.
You got it. And the founder's background here is key. He was an SOC analyst, came out of law enforcement. He's lived this problem.
Which brings us to their solution. It's called Phonix, a hybrid model with two engines.
And that's what they say makes them a category of one.
Okay, let's break that down. Engine one.
Engine one is designed for immediate cash flow. It's a high-margin SaaS platform, the SOC AI Assistant.
And it uses their proprietary ACF to get that 10x speed advantage they're promising.
Mm-hmm. And it gets there by focusing on really subtle temporal pattern analysis. It's about predicting a threat, not just spotting it as it happens.
And they're not going after small fish here. The targets are $2.5 million ACV contracts.
Right. They're aiming for a $5 billion ARR target with just a couple of clients. It's incredibly ambitious.
And that ambition is backed up by the second engine.
It is. That's the defensible part. Engine 2 is the hard tech, their patented Phoenix Materials IP.
The high entropy alloys, or HEAs.
Yep. And these things are just they're on another level. They provide stability up to 2,000 degrees C.
Wow.
This is the real moat. This is where they plan to generate value through, a royalty-based IP licensing model.
So what's the actual progress right now? What's validated?
Okay, so they do have IP validation. The HEAs are at TRL 3+0.
For those of us not in the defense world, what does TRL3 actually mean?
TRL 3 means your proof of concept is done. You've shown in a lab that the basic idea works.
But it's a long way from being a product.
A very long way. And that's the major risk. Over the next 18 months, they have to get from TRL 3 to TRL 6. That jump. That's a huge leap. It means proving it works as a prototype in a simulated environment.
And that's what the $2.5 million seed round is for.
That's it. It's to land 2 anchor clients in Cincinnati to validate that $5 million ARR while also making that huge technical jump with the materials.
Looking at the fund allocation, it seems to reflect that.
It does. It's a two-front war. Almost 40%, nearly $1 million, is for people. A CTO, a head of sales.
And the rest.
The next biggest chunk, about $900,000, goes straight into R&D, maturing the HEAs and finalizing that AI core.
So you put it all together. What does this all mean for their strategic exit?
The plan is a strategic acquisition in about 3 to 5 years. And the value for that buyer isn't just one or the other.
It's the combination.
It's the combination. It's the validated $5 million in software revenue, plus that completely unassailable HEA intellectual property.
So that's the critical takeaway for you. IntelliPulse is making a bet on truly foundational technology.
They're not just iterating. They're building a totally new architecture for resilience.
And that leaves you with a final thought to consider.
Think about the implications of just the materials. If they succeed, they could decouple critical defense systems from unstable foreign supply chains. So the question is, how many other industries are out there just silently suffering, capped by the limits of 1980s materials?